You see, in Kalam al-Shia, when we come to Kalam al-Shia, theology of Shia, the main and basic problems and issues are these 5. Usul al-Din, we call Usul al-Din, that everybody should know. Usul al-Din includes Tawheed, Adl, Nabuwwah, Imamah, and Qiyamah. These 5 we call Usul al-Din. Usul means basics, fundamentals of Islam. And then we have Furu' al-Din. Furu' means branches of Islam. How many furu' do we have? 10. Prayer, salat, Sawm, Hajj, Zakat, and so on. So we call those Furu' al-Din. We discuss Furu' al-Din in fiqh, but we discuss Usul al-Din in Kalam. So in Kalam or theology, we discuss Usul al-Din.
If the Imams themselves did not discuss the Usul al-Din, then why did the scholars do it, and where did they get this idea from to happen?
Imam doesn't consider.
It says right here, the Imam, the Shiite scholars,
no,
the Imam.
The point I mentioned here is that this discipline, to have this order, starting with Tawheed and then Adl, and then Nabuwwah, and then Imamah, and Qiyamah, comes from scholars. We don't find these 5 specifically in Kalam al-Imam, in Hadith.
Why did the scholars take it upon themselves to want to make these disciplines if the Imams themselves did not say it?
Because whatever comes from Imam is Hadith. And just recently I explained that there is no controversy between Hadith and rationality and Aql. The scholars, they got this Hadith one by one. Okay? Hadith about Tawheed, Hadith about Adl, Hadith about Imamah, Hadith about Ma'ad. All these ahadith, thousands. And they put in order. And so, okay, the order is this. We start from Tawheed, and then we go to justice, Adl, and then we go to Imamah, and so on. So this order and these disciplines comes after Aimah. But the main things and fundamentals come from Imam alayhi salam. And we have from Imam. So there is no controversy between Imam's points and the orders of scholars. Yes, please, a scholar, you can continue.
Adl. Justice, essentially part of Tawheed. Belief that God is just. He will reward or punish any person according to his deeds, and thus the notion of predestination, where all decisions are God's and not anyone else's, in one's deeds does not exist.
Okay. Then Nabuwwah.
Nabuwwat, prophethood. Belief in the prophets, peace be upon them, of God who excel all other persons for whom they are sent for. A prophet is sinless, ma'asum. Prophet Muhammad Mustafa, peace be upon him and his family, is the last of the prophets sent by God. The total number of prophets, peace be upon them, that were sent by God to mankind is 124,000, and every nation on earth was given guidance through them.
And Imam.
Imam, guidance, leadership, essentially part of Nubuwwah. Belief that prophethood ended with Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his family. Then God deputed Imams, leaders, to guide us. They are sinless, ma'asum. The Imams have knowledge from God, and their verdict is the verdict of God. Imams are 12, and they are the only rightful leaders and successors of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and his family. There is no successor to the 12th Imam, Muhammad ibn Hassan, peace be upon them, who is alive today but is in hiding. Qiyamah
is for Ali. Qiyamah is for Ali.
Qiyamah is registration. Yom al-Qiyamah. The day after registration. Quran chapter 71, ayat 2. Also known as the hour. Quran chapter 31, ayat 34, chapter 74, ayat verse 47. Day after count. Quran chapter 72, verse 130. Day after gathering. Day after reckoning. Day after stress. Chapter 74, verse 9, and the Great Announcement. Is the Arabic name for the Last Judgment. Belief in Al-Qiyamah is part of Aqidah and it's a fundamental tenet of faith in Islam. The trials and tribulation of Qiyamah are detailed in both the Quran and Hadith, as well as in the commentaries of Islamic expositors and scholarly authorities. Every human, Muslim and non-Muslim alike is held accountable for his or her deeds and are judged by God accordingly. chapter 74, verse 38. Belief in the day of judgment when all human beings shall be raised from the dead and all their good and bad deeds shall be ultimately judged and recompensed accordingly.
So just I gave you some points about these 5 issues in Usuluddin, fundamental of Islam. But as you see, in Tawheed there are many discussions. There are different types of Tawheed, which is one by one is discussed in Ilm al-kalaam, about Adl, the history of Adl, why justice and Adl becomes an item, an issue, an important issue in Kalam al-Shia. And also Nubuwwah is clear. Imamah, as I explained here, Imam is part of Nubuwwah. When we discuss about guidance and Hidayah, we say, okay, Hidayah comes out from Nubuwwah and Imamah, both. And then Qiyamah, which is clear. So, now we have a whole picture, a general picture about Ilm al-kalaam, the definition of Ilm al-kalaam, origination of Ilm al-kalaam, and also there are several schools, Mu'tazila, Ash'ari, and Ahlul Hadith, and then we have Shia, and also the main and fundamentals of Ilm al-kalaam we discussed so far. Inshallah, for those who want to know more about Ilm al-kalaam, there are many resources, there are many books in several languages, Arabic, Farsi, English, so you can find in the other sources. We have 2 questions, one here and one there.
Can you explain the different types of Tawheed, like the meanings of them?
The meaning is clear, yes, I can give you, but the discussion is big. For example, at Tawheed, I mentioned just some of them. For example, Tawheed al-Zat means the oneness of God. The essence and Zat of God is one. So there are some explanation and there are some reason for that. Tawheed al-Sifat means the attributes of God goes back finally to one, the uniqueness and the unity among all attributes. It was one of the questions of the initial evaluation, if you remember. That what does it mean?
I have a question about that. Sifat, I remember reading a hadith that said that we have to, in order to get to Tawheed, we have to bring on the Sifat of Allah, because the Sifat is a word, and word is not absolutely makes it a finite being. Therefore, since Allah is an absolute being, we cannot use a word to define Allah. So I was just wondering, like, I don't understand what does that mean.
Okay, let me just, it has a very deep and great discussion about this sifat, but just give you an example. For example, when we say a human being is alim, so ilm for human being is separated from his essence. What does it mean? It means that a human being in the very beginning didn't have this knowledge. Later on he got this knowledge. So knowledge and ilm is separate from his essence. We call a human being as, for example, artist. This art is not inside the essence of human being. It comes from outside. And so on. So whatever attribute and adjective and sifa for human being is not exactly inside the essence of human being. But for God we cannot say like this. When you say Allah is alim, alim is not something and his essence something else. When we say Allah is Rahman, Rahman is not something and his essence is something else. No, there is a unification and unity between his essence and his sifat. Just this, but there are some explanations. And Tawheed al-Rububi, which means that only we have one Rabb. One Rabb. We don't have Arbab. Tawheed al-Rububi means in Rububiyyah and Lordship, it is only one Rabb. There is no more than one. So it is Tawheed al-Rububi. And Tawheed al-Af'ali means every single fi'l, every single action in this world goes back to him. He is the doer of all things. This is Tawheed al-Af'ali. And Tawheed al-Ibadi, which means that Iyyaka na'bud. Iyyaka na'bud is the meaning of Tawheed al-Ibadi. We have to worship only one. We have to worship only him. And the last question.
What is the point? Or you have still question?
Well, I was going to ask you after, like,
Inshallah. So, alhamdulillah, inshallah.
Next session, we discuss about fiqh and usul. And inshallah, we discuss about different types and different schools and madhahib in fiqh for Sunni and Shia, and the meaning of usul, inshallah, next time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.